what if I told you the very things you're doing to lose weight are the exact reasons why you can't? I've worked with over hundreds of moms in the weight loss space, and I see the same mistakes over and over again. Smart, driven women are coming to me doing the things that they think are helping them, but are actually hindering their weight loss goals. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you 5 biggest mistakes I see as a weight loss expert that moms are doing to make weight loss harder. If you recognize yourself in any of these, then that's your answer. And that's why nothing has been working. Because the problem is that you're not lazy. It's not that you're unmotivated or not that you really don't want weight loss. It's that you've actually been trying really hard. And that's what makes this so frustrating to begin with. You've been putting in the effort and seeing nothing for it, but something is wrong and you can't figure it out. What is the missing piece? Hi, I'm Kylene Hykins. I've been a personal trainer and nutrition coach for over 14 years, and I've helped hundreds of moms lose weight without diets or burnout. I've seen every mistake in the book because I made most of them myself, and I've helped clients work through them as well. These are patterns that keep women stuck, and once you see them, you can finally break free. I'm going to walk you through each mistake, explain why it backfires, and then show you what to do instead. Pay close attention to mistake number 4, though, because it's the one that almost every mom makes. Mistake number 1, you are either skipping breakfast or you're front-loading your day by eating carbs first thing in the morning. Starting your day without protein sets you up for energy crashes later in the day, cravings, and ultimately fat storage for the next 12 hours. And I know why you skip breakfast. Girl, I have the same mornings as you. We are packing lunches. We are getting kids dressed. We are getting them out the door. We're signing permission slips. Or maybe you wake up and you're not even hungry in the morning because you're rushing to get everyone out the door. Or maybe you think that eating less will let you lose weight faster because you're saving calories. Maybe you skip breakfast or you grab a granola bar or something quick. Your blood sugar actually crashes. And before you even hit lunch, that crash triggers cortisol. And that cortisol triggers cravings. So by 2 p.m., you are exhausted. By 8 p.m., you're raiding the pantry. The entire day goes sideways because of how you started it. We need to lay a better foundation. And here's what no one tells you about nutrition first thing in the morning. Almost every mom who comes to me with nighttime cravings has the same pattern. She's under eating during the day, or she's eating the wrong times in the morning. Once we fix that, once we fix breakfast, fix the foundation, the cravings fix themselves. The energy crashes go away. And it's not because of willpower. It's because of biology. And we're finally working with it by stabilizing blood sugar that starts with your very first meal. Skipping breakfast is like starting on a road trip with an empty tank and hoping you'll find a gas station along the way. You might make it, but you'll be stressed, you'll be running on fumes and making desperate decisions and hope that you'll just get to your destination. But with starting with protein is like filling your tank before you leave. Now you actually get somewhere. Mama, you need energy, and you need energy first thing in the morning and all day long. So what to do instead? I want you to eat within an hour or 2 of waking. Or try to eat when that hunger signal comes, but eat to satiety. Eat so you're actually full, not just grazing. A great way to do this is to make it a protein the main event. Aim for 30 grams of protein. That is a palm size of protein. I really like getting it with 2 eggs and some meat from the night before. Or you could do Greek yogurt with a protein shake. Maybe add some nuts and seeds in there to add a little bit more of a nutrient-dense meal. Whatever works for your life really is what is going to be the best thing because you're going to be able to stay consistent with it. But this one will literally change your entire day, I promise you. But even if you're eating breakfast, the second mistake might be undoing it all, and that's eating too little. Chronic undereating. This is eating 1,200, 14, maybe even 1,600 calories depending on your energy output. That's not discipline. It's metabolic sabotage. This is the most counterintuitive mistake, but it's the most damaging I see. When we chronically undereat, your body thinks there's a famine, so it slows down your metabolism to conserve energy. It holds on to fat because fat is an emergency fuel that the body likes to keep around. So it breaks out muscle because muscle burns too many calories. You're working so hard to eating less, and your body is working even harder to compensate. It's that whole eat less, move more mentality. It doesn't work for moms who are already running on fumes. When you starve yourself and still not lose weight, this is a sign that there's metabolic damage and it's just adapted to that restriction. So this is the cruel trap that literally no one warns you about. I've had clients come to me who are eating 1,000, 1,200, 1,400 calories a day, working out consistently, running successful businesses, running after their children. They thought they just needed to eat less. But when we actually increased their food strategically with proper protein, proper fiber, and we got them weight training, their weight started to drop significantly. Their body felt safe enough to let go. We were repairing the metabolism. We were supporting the body in the way it needed for the phase of life that it was in. Eating more led to actually losing more. I know it's super counterintuitive. It sounds backwards, but it's biology. Under eating is like trying to run a business while cutting every expense to zero. You're never going to grow without making proper investment. Because at first it feels smart, but eventually you can't pay your staff. You can't buy inventory. The business collapses. Your metabolism is the same. Cut too much and the whole system shut down. So what to do instead? I want you to stop trying to eat as little as possible. Focus on eating enough to fuel your body, especially protein. You need adequate calories to have a metabolism worth boosting. Feed that machine. It is a machine that is on your side, and it is a machine that makes fat loss so much easier. And this leads me directly into mistake number 3, which burns out more moms than anything else I see. And this is relying on cardio solely to lose weight. Those hour-long cardio sessions aren't supporting your metabolism, your engine that helps you burn fat. For most moms, they're actually burning you out and could be spiking that hormone that stores fat, which is our cortisol, because you're already stressed out. You're already underfed. You're already underfueled. Adding more fuel to the fire doesn't make sense when we're trying to nourish our body to fat loss and boost our metabolism. And here's the uncomfortable truth about cardio is that, yes, it burns calories and it might be a movement that you enjoy, which is great, but it only burns calories while you're doing it. And the intense cardio can actually spike cortisol in someone who's not sleeping, not eating well, and not managing their stress. And cortisol tells our body to store fat. So when you think you're doing the right metric, you think you're going after the right strategy, you're actually not. You're sabotaging your fat loss goals. It's not about eating less and exhausting yourself and pushing harder. Your body actually will just hold on to fat. And cardio also doesn't build muscle. We lose 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade. And without muscle, your metabolism keeps declining. It's like you're on a hamster wheel that you just can't get off and it's going nowhere. And this is another part of the fitness marketing that really grinds my gears. I've worked with moms who are doing Orange Theory, F45, 5 to 6 days a week. They're drenched in sweat. They're exhausted. Those are great metrics that we have used for years to feel like we're getting a good workout. But their body composition hasn't changed. And that's a pure sign that what you're doing is not working anymore. When we cut the cardio down and replace it with strength training, moves that actually challenge your body, that feel good and you feel strong and capable in, you're actually spending less time in the gym and you're getting better results, all because we stop fighting biology, we stop fighting your body. So relying on cardio for fat loss is like trying to empty a bathtub with a teaspoon while the faucet is running, okay? You're working incredibly hard, but making no progress. Strength training is turning off the faucet, and now the tub can actually drain. So I want you to cut intense cardio to at least 1 to 2 sessions per week, max, if you enjoy it. And if you're sleeping well, if you're recovering well, replace it with 3 20-minute strength training sessions. If you've been on this channel before, I talk about this a lot. Lift weights heavy that are enough to challenge you, that you're literally kind of thinking, oh shit, can I handle this? That is the right challenging weight that you should grab. And that weight, it builds muscle, which builds our metabolism, which is really, really great. But even with the right workouts, the next mistake can really sabotage anything. But really, honestly, quick pause. If you're enjoying this, I would love if you could hit the subscribe button, especially if you're recognizing yourself in these mistakes. I post new videos like this every week to help moms lose weight without diets or burnout. Okay, let's get to number 4. It's a big one. Ignoring sleep and stress. I kind of chatted about this in mistake 3, but you cannot out-exercise or out-diet chronic stress and sleep deprivation. These are our recovery systems and they will override everything. I know that this isn't what you want to hear, especially as a mom. You want to tell me a big screw off when it comes to sleep, because it feels like a luxury that we just can't afford, and stress feels like something you have to live with. But here's the reality. When you are sleep deprived, your hunger hormones go haywire. Ghrelin spikes, which makes you hungrier. Leptin drops so you never feel full. And cortisol stays elevated, keeping you in fat storage mode. Your willpower is depleted, so every food decision feels harder. You eat perfectly, you train consistently, but if you're running on 5 hours of sleep and chronic stress, your body will never release the fat. It does not feel safe. And this is the piece that almost everyone skips. I've had clients with perfect nutrition and consistent workouts who couldn't lose a pound, but when we dug deeper into their lifestyle, that they were only sleeping 5 hours a night and that they were running on stress and the caffeine all day. Well, we didn't change their diet. We didn't change their workouts. We just prioritizing those recovery metrics. And that's when weights really started to move. Everything else was already in place. This was the missing piece. Make sleep a priority. This is exactly what I want you to do. It's a non-negotiable. Aim for 7 to 8 hours. Now, I know it's going to be broken up with littles, but focus on the quality instead. Even if this means saying no to things, even if it means going to bed before the dishes are done, add stress management practices in as well. Even if it's 5 minutes of deep breathing or a short walk alone, your nervous system needs to know that it's safe before it will let go of fat. But even if you fix all of this, the fifth mistake can still keep mom spinning. And this is the most important one of all. It is all or nothing thinking. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. Especially as a mom, when our life is chaotic and really unpredictable, we need to let go of this mindset pattern. One bad meal does not ruin everything unless you let it spiral. This is the mindset mistake that derails more moms than any food or workout error ever could. It sounds like this, okay? I ate pizza, so the whole day is ruined. I missed my workout, so why bother eating well? I'll start fresh Monday. This all or nothing thinking turns a single off-plan moment into a full week of giving up. One slice of cake can become a full cake. One missed workout becomes a whole month off. The damage isn't in the slip. The damage is in the emotions that come after the slip that bring you into this spiraling mode that get you out of the game of weight loss, the game of prioritizing yourself, the game of your health. And here's something that I wish someone told me years ago. The clients who transform are never the ones who do it perfectly. They're the ones who have pizza on Friday. They go out for ice cream with their kids and they go back because their base, their foundation is protein and produce. They're focusing on their workouts most of the time. They're recovering well. They're sleeping well. It's not guilt. It's not starting over. There's not all this drama. They treat each meal like it's its own event. They don't let one bad decision contaminate everything that follows. What I want you to do is I want you to delete the concept of ruining a day entirely. And every meal is a fresh start. Every morning is a new opportunity. Every moment is a new opportunity. If you ate something that was off plan, great. The next meal is a chance to get back on track. Missed a workout? No problem. Go tomorrow. Progress is built on consistency over time, not perfectionism in every single moment. Now, let me show you the pattern that ties all these mistakes together, because the real problem behind all 5 mistakes is that every one of these mistakes come from the same root. You're treating weight loss as a punishment instead of support. Skipping breakfast is punishment. Undereating is punishment. Grinding through exhausting cardio is punishment. Ignoring your sleep and rest is punishment. Spiraling after one imperfect meal is punishment. Somewhere along the way, you learned that weight loss requires suffering and that it has to be awful and that you can't enjoy it, that you need to earn results come through deprivation and discipline. I actually had one client say to me, she was so thankful that I showed her that weight loss doesn't require being miserable all the time or beating yourself with workouts, because all it does is it tanks your metabolism. It stresses you out more and it burns you out. Opposite approach works. I know it sounds crazy, but let's support our body through this weight loss journey. Let's nourish it through this weight loss journey. Let's have rest without needing an excuse for it. Treating yourself with compassion. That's when weight loss becomes sustainable. This is the shift that changed everything for me when I stopped punishing myself by adding cardio in the night after having popcorn and ice cream with my husband and started supporting myself. I actually lost 30 pounds. And when my clients make the same shift, they transform as well. Not because they found more willpower, but because they stopped needing it. They were well fed. They were well rested. They were treating themselves with kindness. Healthy choices become easy. You're not fighting yourself anymore. Think about how you'd help your daughter if she was struggling, or your son. You wouldn't starve them. You wouldn't exhaust them. You wouldn't shame them for every mistake. You nourish them. You let them rest. You'd speak to them with encouragement. That is how you need to treat yourself too. You deserve the same compassion you'd give to anyone that you love. So before you make any diet or exercise decision, ask yourself, is this supporting my body or punishing it? Is it bringing ease to this phase of life that I'm in or causing myself more stress? Choosing support every time, feeding yourself enough and resting enough and speaking kindly to yourself, these are all non-negotiables in your weight loss journey. They are the foundation that makes everything else work. So here's what I want you to walk away with from this video. You're not stuck because you're lazy or undisciplined. You're stuck because you've been making mistakes that feel like the right thing to do. Skipping meals feels like discipline. Under-eating feels like control. Intense cardio feels like hard work. Punishing yourself through exhaustion feels like commitment. And maybe being hard on yourself feels like motivation. But all of it is working against you. All of it is spiking cortisol. It's burning you out. It's taking your metabolism, and it's keeping your body in protection mode. The path forward isn't trying harder. It's stopping things that don't work and replacing them with what does, like eating enough, especially protein, lifting weights instead of grinding on cardio, prioritizing sleep and stress. Be consistent, mama. Don't be perfect, and treat yourself with compassion. That's how moms actually lose weight and keep it off, not through punishment, but through support. If you want the full picture of how to reset your metabolism after 30, including why it slowed down and the complete system to fix it, yes, a complete guide, then watch this next video. It's the comprehensive guide that ties everything together, and the link is on the screen. I'll see you there.